Welcome to Carol and Gary's See America Tour.
Hello again, everyone. Before hitting the road, I thought I'd give you a quick geography lesson about our route last Friday so you can experience firsthand what can happen when moving from one location to another. We were starting out in Atlantic City, New Jersey. We had camping reservations in Berlin, Maryland. But to drive from Atlantic City, New Jersey to Berlin, Maryland, we had to cross Delaware. When planning this drive, my map program said that Highway 9 was 109 miles and the shortest route. I assumed that this was a bridge across Delaware Bay, capable of allowing large vehicles to cross. But upon further investigation, I found that the bridge was actually a ferry that traveled 17 miles across Delaware Bay. To take the first ferry, we had to pack up the motorhome and be at the ferry by 7 a.m. The next ferry with an opening for a vehicle as long as ours wasn't until 2 p.m. So we decided to go around Delaware Bay, but this extended our drive from 105 miles to 189 miles, or added an hour and a half extra drive time. We arrived in Berlin, Maryland at approximately 2 p.m. on Friday, September 10th. Maryland is the 48th state that Carol and I have visited together. And before I move on, I learned that this peninsula that we're on is called the Delmarva Peninsula. We kept hearing this on TV, and then it hit me. Delmarva means Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. Isn't that cute? Protecting the east coast of Maryland is a 37-mile-long barrier island called Assateague Island that is no more than a mile wide. To get to Assateague Island, you cross this bridge. Located on Assateague Island is federally protected Assateague National Seashore. Assateague National Seashore is famous for its wild feral horses that roam the island. Although no one knows the origination of these horses, feral means that the horses were once domesticated but have reverted back to a wild state. Local folklore describes the Assateague horses as survivors of a shipwreck off the coast of Virginia. While this tale of struggle and survival is popular, there are no records to confirm it. The more plausible explanation is that the horses are descendants of horses that were brought to barrier islands like Assateague in the late 17th century by mainland owners who were avoiding fencing laws and taxation of livestock. In addition to the wild horses, we saw several deer and numerous birds. After watching the animals for a while, we decided to check out the beach. One of the beachgoers told us that these waves were complements of Hurricane Larry, which had just passed several miles out to sea. On Sunday, April 12th, Carol, Jasper, and I drove approximately 5 miles north of the town of Ocean City. Whereas Berlin, the town we are staying in, is protected by the barrier island, Assateague Island, Ocean City is on a barrier island, but it is on a different island than Assateague Island. Ocean City is on Fenwick Island, which stretches north to the Maryland-Delaware border. Until 1933, Fenwick Island and Assateague Island was one long barrier island. But in August 1933, a Category 4 hurricane carved an inlet across the barrier island, splitting the island in half. Ocean City has a boardwalk similar to what we saw in Atlantic City, but Ocean City's boardwalk is only 2.5 miles long. We walked down to the beach, and even though we were only 6 miles from the spot where I videoed the waves on Saturday, today they are much calmer. On Monday, I decided to drive back to the Ocean City boardwalk and do some filming with my drone. Here is a view of the beach. These are some of the shops along the boardwalk. Here is a view of Ocean City. On my way back to my starting point, my iPhone screen, which connects to the drone through the controller so I can see what the drone is seeing, suddenly went dark. I knew that I was getting close to the starting point, but I no longer had any control of the drone. After a few minutes, I decided to use the built-in Find My Drone function. This app directed me to the front of a 5-story condominium. Since the building had a flat roof, I assumed that the drone must have crashed on the roof. The next morning, I remembered that copies of the images from the drone are being downloaded to the controller as I flew, so I dug into these files and found a short video of the drone making what appeared to be a soft landing on the roof. After several calls to the condo management company, they agreed to have their maintenance man climb up to the roof and retrieve the drone. Today, Wednesday, September 15th, the vice president of the condo management company called and said that I could come and pick up my drone. If you like this video but have not yet subscribed, please do so to be notified of future videos, and as always, feel free to share with your friends. Thanks for watching!